Hello guys, welcome to Capti Tutorials. Today what I am going to cover is how to configure OAuth 2 with Spring Boot. This is our today's video agenda. Guys, one note is there: if you are directly coming to this video, means you will miss some sort of point. So this tutorial is just on top of my previous tutorial. If you once go through that, then you will have some idea. Okay, basically what here I am going to do is, just as a end user or web client, if I want to talk to my resources, to my secure resources, then this communication is via through tokens. Once if I get the tokens from authorization server, then we can able to communicate with the resources, I mean with the protected resources. And here I am using database because to store the user or client informations. So this is overview snap of what I am going to cover in this video. Let's see the schema. Yes, in previous video I have already covered this employee add. There are some operations, code operations, basic code operations with some embeddable and embedded. Now in this tutorial, the extra point I am going to cover is this role and role authorities. With this employee authority, we have many to many mapping, and in this table we have some entries, roles like admin, user. Let's see before going to the code, I just wanted to run the program and show the output. So what I will do, I will just quickly run the code. Yeah, MEV and clean package. I just want to build. Yep, build is success. Now I will just run the jar. Java minus jar, I think authorization service. Yes, this is my jar name. I am just running the jar. Here if you notice, we have some extra configuration, extra URL mapping for generating the auth, validating the auth. See this, our token, it will get the token, this get the token, authorize. We have some, if you configure this OAuth2, then we will have these URLs. So let's go to quickly see. This is my protected resource. If I want to access without token, then it will tell me one message that it will says full authentic invalid token. Okay, I am just trying with invalid token. I will don't send the token and I will just try. It will say full authentication is required to access this resource. What I am doing is I am just trying to access the private resource, I mean the protected resource, without any token. So I am not able to get. So now what I will do, I will just, before that I will just get the OAuth2 token. This details I have to pass, URL and this is one common mapping where we will get by default once we configure the OAuth2. And this is the client ID and client secret. Just I want read scope with client credentials, so just I am requesting the token. So if you notice here, I have the token, I have the access token. If I use this token and if I try to get the information, if I try to access the protected resource, then yep, now here you can see we are now able to access our protected resource. This is a way we will interact with the token with protected resource. Let's say if I don't pass this token, it will not allow me. Yes, this is how the overall communication happen with the OAuth to just send me the details as a client. Then as a client you have to register on OAuth server. Then that OAuth server with the details, it will give one token. After that token, then you just, with the help of that token, you just contact with your resource. So this is generally how our example is going, how our design output works. If you can see, we have some auth logged info something, yes, where this can give me all the detail of client, the person who is accessing the token. See, these are the token which I have passed. These are the resource ID, client credentials, scope is read, this is a granted type, this is the name of the name of the client. We will get this information. Now I am just going to the code and I will quickly finish what I have done in the code. So first I will start with pom.xml. So this is JPA, I think you know about JPAs. Starter, see this OAuth dependency I am using. Connector is for MySQL, and yep, this is Lombok and Spring Framework security. I think this jar is for just to token store and token enhancement. And yep, that's all I'm using. Now just if I go to guys, I want to just tell here is that this is we have already done some lot of coding in previous tutorial. So I will just quickly go through that. So what we done is we have just designed two models, or 3 classes, employee address and address type. Then later we designed one employee controller with the save employee, delete, add, edit, that all with one repository. Now the extra configuration is, I will go in detail. See, now we have one authorization server config Java and resource service server config Java. In authorization server, what I am doing is just enabling this, just telling the Spring Boot that this is my authorization server with this configuration tag, and extending authorization server config adapter. So here what I am doing is these are my clients in memory. I am just storing here. These are my client with these details. Then authentication, endpoints manager to tell. Then this I am not using this token store, just I have disabled it. You can use if you want token store with jwt.jks file. So we have to keep some jks file, and this will store the token. We have to override these three methods. If we extend the class, one is with the security. This we have to provide. These are the common things: token key access and check token access. Then next method is client. We have to provide the client details, and another is endpoints, we have to configure the endpoints with authentication manager. Here I have just authentication manager auto wired. This is a inbuilt class. So this is what the job of authorization server. And coming to the resource server, I have just extended from web security configure adapter here, which have some we have to extend some, so we have to override some methods like configure HTTP security. So HTTP, to protect the resources, I have just blindly taking, I have just not kept, this is just open API. And after that I have any other request, I have authenticated. Then next is auth builder. In auth builder I'm not using this any in memory and all. Here I am just using data I mean custom, my user detail service, so that can provide all the this information from the database. So I'm just passing that custom details here, which means this user detail service. In this user detail service, what I have did is custom user detail service, what I have did is, I will just zoom it in somewhat. Okay, in just custom user details, I have just implement this user details, and one method we have to override, and we have to call the user information with the help of passing that username. I am just passing here email, then we will get that sort of information from the database with the help of this repository. This is what I am doing. If I go to model class, I just wanted to tell how I have mapped this employee and role. Yeah, now what I have done in the previous tutorial, I have just taken this. Now I am implementing user details, because we have to map that user details. So I have just taken this. I have not done separate class. I have not writing separate class. I have just implemented, and some common properties I am taking here. So once I implement, I have to override some their methods, some that class methods like grant. What I am passing is just I am passing this roles to this, and this username common. These are the commons. Properties we have, see, is authenticated, expired, log account, is enabled, username something. I am just passing that information to that class, that methods. That's it. And one more important thing is I have just mapped here with role class, see, many to many, with this sort of information with cascade all and fetch eager. Role is simply, it's nothing, this id getter setter like that, and one constructor. No, I think I have already explained this. No, all the classes. One more thing, in application property file, I have just this sort of information you guys not required, because I have just not using any token store. So this is just for I don't want basic default configuration of the Spring Boot, so I just did false, and this is the name of my application, and I am just running on 9999 port 9999. Then this is my context path. So this is my application property, and in application property, this is just sort of database details I am just covering here. Then employee service, these are the common methods which I want to retrieve, which I already covered in the previous tutorial, for getting the informations from the getting employee details, storing the employee details in the database with this implementation class, with the help of this repository class. Yep, that's what some extra configuration I have did in this OAuth2. The main idea is the main concept of OAuth2, what I covered here is just generating the token with the help of some client information and user information, like that is employee information. Then once we have the token, then to talk to my protected resources with that token, if the token is valid, that then I am able to access that resource. If the token is not valid, then it will just throw invalid token error. Yes, I think I have finished this. Yeah, okay guys, I think I have done with this tutorial. One more thing before winding this up, I'm using this authorization server and resource server as a part of single applications. So you can keep this authorization, this resource server separately, and you can talk with these two independently, so no need to confuse here. I think I have done. Guys, if you have any doubt or any queries or any suggestion, please just drop me a comment in the comment box. And just to get some more details or more feature updates, just don't forget to subscribe my channel. Yeah, thank you guys.